we'll talk something about what's going on in Iran and other things.
Yeah.
So you were telling something about the your family and how your mother was responding to the Mahsamini event afterwards. So
Yes.
something about that.
Yeah. As I told
Just
you,
be normal.
yeah,
Forget about this.
I'm relaxed. As I told you, now the old generation they find it, they must be support their children because the government, the Islam and government, because the Islam and government they are together. They are not two. They are together.
But we say that. But do they understand that that close association?
Yeah, of course.
They are.
Of course they know that because when in the rules you find something is not acceptable with the government, but they said, yeah, we are Muslim, to follow the Islam. That's why they always try to use abuse, and then also the Islam completely it's not interesting.
Because I had a few conversations with some of the individuals who were active on social media, mostly on Instagram, mostly youngsters. And they were asking for the support, and we used to share their posts and all regarding Masamini and some of the protest images, videos and all. So I used to ask them, do you understand this issue is not just about some tyrannical rulers, it's about Islam itself.
Yeah, exactly.
So when I asked them, they on the same moment they just reject that.
No.
They say that it's nothing related to Islam. Islam has nothing to do with this.
No.
That's how they reacted to my comment or my questions. So that's why I'm asking. When your mother says that she's not supporting or she wants to support those who are involved in the protests, are they really realizing the role of Islam in this?
Yeah, of course. That's what I wanted to tell you. Before revolution in Iran, 45 years ago, as I know that, as I see in my family or the friends, the people of Iran, they are really religious, also modern. But in the time of the Shah, the king of the Iran, there was separate religious and the kingdom of the government or of the rules. But what revolution did, they destroyed all the believing of the Islam because they try to use, as I told you, use and abuse. Okay, why Mahsa Amini died? Why Mahsa Amini killed? Because of the hijab, because of the morality police. Why it's forbidden? Because Islam said woman must be wear hijab. They are always together. And that's why the old generation, they find it at least, they need to support their children, the new generation, because of not just Islam and politics. Yeah, they are together one.
So you mean to say that for the older generation, this closeness is they can realize that, but
they can realize it. Yeah,
but
before
not for the new generation.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's really funny. The Islam, what they did in Iran, they try to push the people. They try to push the people from the hijab or this. I remember.
And your mother was also a
of course.
Before 1970.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any images of her? Like
I saw the photos. Yeah, but I remember many years ago, if the boys in the street they wear T-shirt, they with the cutter they cut the skins because they said the T-shirt is haram. No one saw it must be so. For the girls, they said if your scarf come little higher, they put a knife or something of acid. Acid is so formal, it's so normal. From next week or everywhere it can happen, and no one care of that. Now the girl, new generation, they take out, they go out, you know. That means it's come step by step. 20 years ago
They are
was
gaining
like,
the confidence to
exactly,
go out like
exactly.
that.
It never stop. It never stop. That start from maybe 25 years ago. They start because they try to push the people. They try to push the people. When you want to put the people in the prison, then sometimes something happen. You know, they want the freedom. The people can go abroad. They can see how it's going, the freedom in abroad. The country they don't need to wear hijab or this or you know the new generation they find it. That's why it's never stop, and I'm 100% sure it's again continue. We again have it. We are going for a revolution. Not me, all the Iran,
People, yeah.
because now they can't stop it.
And you were also jailed.
Yeah,
How many times?
3 times. The first time I was just for 2-3 hours because of the morality police
Oh, for
hijab.
the same issue.
Yeah. The second,
And it in which year?
um, 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second time I was in a police station for one night. The third time I was in a prison for 1 week. But because of my political activity, my atheist activity, my feminist group activity, they find me, they follow me. The last time when I was in prison, I told you before what happened in the prison. I even don't want to think about that, remember? And then when they let me go, they didn't know I had a visa. I had a visa from to France. Then
That's a
I
student visa or something?
a tourist visa.
Tourist visa.
Because many times I come to Europe because of my job. I was tour manager in travel agency. That's why I travel a lot. And then when I went to the France 5 years ago, in 2019, yeah, when in December, when I moved to France, then I come to there. I made a plan to come to France, and then I come Netherlands. Then I went to Barcelona in Spain. Then my mom, she phoned me and said, yeah, the police was in here. They come to arrest you with the paper.
You were not there,
And then I was
luckily.
there. Yeah.
And
But they took my laptop, they took lots of things, my printer, my paper, because
Printer?
printer.
What?
They even think they took my printer.
What
I
printer-
don't know.
What printer stores?
They took everything, you know, because also in that moment, many years ago, and also that moment, I was active on my Facebook, but from the atheist group, politic group, and also from the feminist group, and they follow me, but they block my Facebook, they block my Instagram because they took my computer and everything was in my computer. But I was here. Then I talked to my lawyer because my last marriage I had a lawyer, and after that, because of 3 times I was in prison, I had a lawyer because I knew that next time they make something else, then I need someone to follow me, to find me. But when I called to my lawyer, and he said, don't come, don't back, stay to Netherlands, don't back here, don't Iran. And after that, they arrest my lawyer also.
Oh, arrested a lawyer.
My lawyer, he was in a prison 4 years. 4 years. Reza Islami. He was 4 years, and he is half Canadian, half Iranian. He was for 4 years in prison, and after 4 years he came out. And that's right.
Yeah, and if it's not comfortable, don't answer that. It's about how this PTSD that you're now going through.
Yeah.
Is that something related to these events or something?
Yeah. It's about religion, because I remember many times I punish from my father, why you don't pray, why you don't wear pray, you don't wear hijab, yeah. And always, if you look at your cousin, look at your family, they are wear hijab, why you are, always. That was in my background. And also, yeah, what happened in prison, the stress for 3 times, the revolution, and the demonstration. Before Mahsa Amini, I don't know which what, 3 years before, 4 years before Mahsa Amini, also we was in a demonstration, big demonstration.
You were part of it.
I was also, yeah, more than 2,500 people killed in less than 1 week.
2,000 people got killed.
Yeah, 2,500 people killed.
3 years before Mahsa
Mahsa
Amini.
Amini, yeah. Mahsa Amini time, 1,500 people killed. This is so stupid. When I think about that, okay, people, they have to go to a street to say why that girl killed. Because the government wanted to say we didn't do anything wrong, they killed 1,500 people. This is so stupid. Because they wanted to say, no, we didn't do anything wrong. And this is so stupid, And they say in the name of God, in the name of Allah.
Bismillah.
God, yeah, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, yeah, terrorists, they don't bomb. Yeah.
Okay. So when we speak about Mahsa Amini, it's like that's for the first time something like that have happened for us, for someone from India or maybe even outside. Even if you go to the West, nobody talks about this because it's just like once in a while in a blue moon something happened, or maybe by mistake or something like that.
Yeah.
But when I listen to you, I get that idea behind all this, like the reality. This is something so routinely happening in the prisons after the arrest and other things.
Yeah.
So, so are there people like Mahsa Amini who got killed and still unknown?
Yeah.
Multiple.
Yeah. There is so many people they killed by the government. Their family, they still couldn't find their body.
How do they get killed? Like Mahsa Amini got killed.
You know how
by
they
head injury,
killed? The police, when the people escape in the street, the group of the morality police, they changed their clothes. They wear black clothes. You can't understand, is it police, morality? You can, but when you go in a dark street and they took you. Sometimes they rape you, sometimes not, and they close your hand. As I see that.
Why do they want to rape?
As I know that, because they said it's not good. You shouldn't be virgin to go underground to kill.
When you get killed.
When you get killed, it's haram. It's haram. They wanted to make it halal. And also rape. It's not just the sex feeling. It's about I am a man. Exactly. It punish.
And also, you are not wearing a hijab. That means
everybody can. Yeah, everybody can. It's look like so stupid. It's look like you are chocolate with the cover. If you are not chocolate, the insect come. I saw it in the television in Iran. They asked to the young children, "Do you want to wear hijab?" And children said, "Why we should wear hijab?" Yeah, because of the chocolate. Why you compare the woman with chocolate with the skin? This is But the new generation,
they are not
believe it, because the new generation, we are their mom. Our mom, they never support us. Now they support. Now they support. It's a little late, but it's okay. But the new but the new generation, I'm 12 years older than my sister. Of course, I support her. When I was in Iran, always I told her, when the morality police catch you, there's something, just call me. I can come and kill them, I'm like monster. I never, because I had the experience. I know what happened with what they do, especially with the young girl, they are scary.
So you were also caught by this morality police.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But now I am not scared of them.
Are these police men or women? Or
Both of them.
Both.
Both of them. Yeah, both of them.
Okay. And still is there, or
it still is there, but not same as before. Not
they had cut short the numbers.
Yeah, yeah, okay. yeah. 6 months ago, I went to Turkey to visit my sister and my family. There was a bad situation happened in Iran with my sister, because my sister, she was in a demonstration, but she was in a car, in her car. And then the morality police and police come and they took her car and she escaped. She left the car and escaped. And after a while, she got lots of message and phone call from the morality police. Your car is here. You must come to police station. That's the. And she really is scared, because I'm around 40 years old, and I saw what they can do. I have an experience. But for the new generation, also they are so amazing, brave, but also it's painful. And we decided she come to Turkey. And she was in Turkey, and we find again lawyer to find a way. My mom, she gives lots of money to the morality police, then they took cars out from the police station. Still they try to, they do, yeah. Or send message. You got the message from morality police from some street. You didn't wear. Yeah. You didn't wear hijab. You must be pay 1,000 euro on this. And after third time, they took your car to the police station, or you must be good for a jail, prison, or
And there's a news that came out from Iran last year or so, I think. It's about almost 50,000 masjids or mosques closing down. So it's a news that it's a revelation that was made by one of the clerics over there, who was in part of the regime.
Who are confused?
I don't exactly remember the name, but I can share you the. One second. Have you heard that? Mosques closing down?
No.
1 second. Mosque closed, Iran, cleric. Yes.
It can be open, but they never do that close.
But he's saying this.
It's from Iran International, but I never, no.
Yeah.
They still continue to make a mosque.
Senior Iranian cleric says around 50,000 of Iran's 75,000 mosques are closed, showing the declining numbers of Iranians attending. This is what the news is.
I don't believe it.
Oh.
I don't. Because I don't trust it. Because the government power, the mosque is a kind of FBI. The mosque, the appearance is mosque, but in the mosque, what they did, they control the people, the morality police. They call Basij. The Basij is the second hand of the morality police. They put in every area of the cities to control the people. It's never happened to close a mosque, because always they want to control the people.
But what if the people are not coming to the mosques?
They don't care, because they activate with what they want to do.
In the news, that's how it is mentioned. That is, people are not attending.
I thought the government closed them.
No.
Sorry, my English is not good. Yeah, it's true. Now it's true.
People are not attending. That's what he's saying. So for that reason, most of the mosques remain
Yeah,
closed.
you
That's it.
know who goes to mosque? The people who depend on the government, the people who the part of the morality police, the people who part of the Basij hand of the morality police, the people who with the government. Normal people, no. As I see my family, or as I see
So
my friends, never.
they never go
They
to
never
visit.
go. Yeah, because if you go there, you means you accept Islam, you accept the government, you accept the mosque. If you go there, that means you accept all of this.
So you, as per your understanding, what percentage of the Iranian population might be still believing in Islam?
Uh, I told you what the revolution make because the regime because they push a lot Iranian people, they hate Islam. Because they kill the people in the name of Allah. They rape the people in the name of that. There is every week, there is lots of execution in Iran after Allahu Akbar, the prayer in the morning. It's so popular. That's why the people hate religion. The people hate Islam. Because when you hear about Allahu Akbar, you say, oh, there is someone killed, or someone executed. It's real.
So this execution happens
The-
every day.
Now, once in a week, but maybe 100 people, 10 people, and they say, yeah, there is a second hand of the Israel, they work with the Israel, they work with the hashish, they work with this, but most of them are politic. They change it. And some people, they execution, but they never give their body to the family. The dead body, they have a lot of problems. They say, where is my child? Okay, you killed. Give me the body. They didn't give them. They said, no, he's completely haram. We know what we want to do. I don't know really what they want to do, but
So maybe out of 10 families, if you take from Iran, what could be the frequency of such incidents happening to the families? Like, what number out of 10? If you take 10 families, how many families would have faced incidents like this?
7 of them.
7.
I'm sure. Because, because I'm seeing my family, the people around me, my relative, in Makkah, who live in our street, the husband of my cousin, both of them, they went to prison. One of them 7 years, and second one 5 years.
Just 5 years old.
No.
Okay,
No, I mean the duration. One of them was the time from President Khatami around 20 years ago. He was in the demonstration. He was for 7 years in the prison. He was a lawyer, and then another of my husband of my cousin, he also before Mahsa Amini demonstration, he went to the prison. He also was for 5 years. As I see my relative, then I find it's many times happen, and it's many times happen. People they don't say about that because they are scary. The police, the morality or the other police, they say if you tell to the internet, if you talk to the social media, we make more problem for him. That's why they be quiet. That's why we still don't know how many people they still killed from the Mahsa Amini demonstration.
That's not really known.
Yeah, exactly. Because the people, they are still in prison, they have no name, or there's so many people killed. They couldn't find their body. When you ask to the government, or when you go to the prison, they said, we don't know, we have no idea, But after a while, and also Masih Ali-Nejad, she also make it so in social media, she tried to talk about it, and she asked to the people to send, and she helped a lot. With some idea, I'm not agree with her, but she did good. Now the people, for example, someone have a restaurant and he have a camera, then He checked the camera. Oh, I saw the girl someone killed. He put the girl out. Now they start to find, okay, my girl was in next street. After that, she disappeared. Okay, what happened? They try to ask the neighborhood, do you have a camera? There's someone to find the body, to find what happened? There was also another girl, I forgot her name. She also killed like this. I forgot her name.
That girl with...
She was so young.
Yeah.
Um,
That girl with a white scarf.
No, someone else. I will tell you this. Hadisa Najafi. Hadisa Najafi.
Okay.
She also killed by the government, and then the government said that was an accident. We just found her body in the street.
Okay.
But they follow the camera and they find it. Someone from the last floor in the apartment, they shoot her out. That's why she killed. But the government said, they never said we did. Never. Well, how can you say you did? They never say.
She was thrown from the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is their politics to do that. It's many times they did.
So in effect, Islam, if there's a regime based on that, that's fascist. 100%.
Exactly.
So what's
now I can see the Hitler. I see there's alive. We have it, yeah.
But we don't have a problem criticizing Hitler and pointing out what he did. But at the same time, we all support an Islamic regime.
Yeah.
Despite being fascist, even more than
more
horrendous.
Yeah. You can't say any word to say how they are terrible, because they are, of course, they are fascist. They are really dangerous, because they don't believe anything. They said in the name of Allah, a God, but they don't scare of the God of Allah, because they can easily kill, they can everything do, they can rape it, but without any feeling guilty. They are, yeah.
Despite in enforcing hijab like this, is there a real decrease in the real rape incidents in Iran?
What do you mean?
Because they say that proper hijab will reduce the rape, the women getting targeted.
Yeah.
So that's how they say as a promotion for hijab rule.
Yeah.
If you don't wear it,
everybody can rape you. Yeah, exactly.
So is there a real reduction in the
numbers?
numbers?
Yeah. It's real. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a reduction in the number? Or is it still the same or even more?
It's the same. No, nothing changed. It's the same. It happened also for my sister. I wanted to tell you that I saw on Instagram, but that also happened. I saw on Instagram, and what happened on my sister? My sister, she walked across the street, and suddenly two boys, Islamic boy, they come and try to touch her and try to do something with her, and she started shouting and crying, and she took the film and she went to the police station and she talked to, see what they did. You must be wear hijab. When you show yourself like this, they didn't care. They didn't care. And that also happened with that girl. She asked the police let the boys go, put her in the prison.
For not wearing the hijab.
Yeah, right. This is so
That's the beauty of Islam.
Yeah, exactly. But Islam is good for man. That's why it's many. Because.
See, for a man, if you leave the religion, you are losing many things.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? And for the woman, it's like she can gain many things.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, women fail to realize this.
Yeah, part of PTSD, when I was young, I always wish I was boy. Always. because always my parents said, your brother can do, you can't. You can every time. And then when you grow up, wear hijab, don't talk to your cousin, don't go where, don't dance, don't like always.
And is that the reason why you are now having a short hair?
Yeah, because of what happened in Italy, you know. Then I started,
In Italy, what happened? Like, if it's not comfortable, just
it's
keep
okay,
it.
yeah.
Was that done by someone of that origin or from someone with
No.
Italian origin?
No, that was Gypsy. Gypsy, it's a group of the people. They are homeless. They live this part. They are in whole of the Europe. Part of them from India, part of them from Middle East, part of them from, all for more than 300 they live like this, And the first day I was in Italy, 22 or 23 December, last December. The first day I was, okay, welcome, I come to Italy, I come to Rome, I want to see how is the city. I had a very nice city tour and I really enjoy. And this is so funny because my doctor, my therapist told me, Samane, try to travel for your self-confidence, to try to trust nature, try to go out. Same as before, because the PTSD, that means all the things you could do before, now you can't do that, it's difficult for you. And then I said, okay, I try to do vacation, I try to make a nice trip. The first day, in the afternoon, when I walked back to the hotel, because that was the first night or day I was there, I just checked my Google map, how far is it from here to hotel, then I checked it's 4 minutes, and I said, okay, then I go to end of the street. Suddenly I saw one man, big man, with something look like baseball, something like this baseball, with the eyes there, if it's something difficult, he starts to beat you.
Okay.
And I really shocked, because if he was thief, he could take my telephone or my bag. He didn't do anything, he just beat and laugh and smile. And also I said, no one come to help me. I started to beat him too also. But because I have a panic attack, then he pushed me back, then I went. When I lie in the street, then I had a panic, then he passed the street, so cool, so relaxed. Then someone, waitress from restaurant, he saw me, then he come to help me, and he give me water to be relaxed, we talk, and then he told me, where's your hotel? And I show in my Google map, I said, it is next to your hotel police station. Exactly in the same street was a police station. And we went to the police station, and the Italy boy, he told him what happened. The police station said, that can happen, you must be careful. The pain of the man, what he did wasn't painful than what the police did. They didn't even care, are you okay? Where you come from? Why you are here? They didn't anything ask. It can happen, yeah. I was really shocked, For 2 days I couldn't go outside because of the lots of pain. I had lots of blood on my legs. It was so painful. And after 2 days, when I go outside, when I saw the police, I said, you are more dangerous than Gypsy, because no matter, I don't care. Yeah, that was bad experience. And when I back to Netherlands, again continue with the therapy, and
things are not easy.
Yeah, life is not easy.
And the starting trauma was from your home country itself.
Yeah.
And it's still continuing.
Yeah, still continuing. And the good things and bad things is, for many years, you try to forget so many things. But with the therapy, the earthquake on body, some things come out. what happened when I was 5, you know? And then you start to vomiting, and I said, oh, I thought just 4 or 5 trauma, but it's more than. That's why I'm around 1 year busy with the therapy. Yeah, but it must be finished, you know?
So, do you have anything good to talk about Iran and something that is peculiar or some goodness which came after this 1979 Islamic Revolution?
No.
No.
Just Iran is so beautiful. No. Because as I know, as I see in the photo of the old generation, my grandfather, my grandparents, they thought, before revolution, everything was colorful. But after revolution, everything was become black. Because after revolution, we had 8 years war with the Iraq. Exactly after revolution in Iran, 8 years war with the Iraq. Millions people killed from Iran and from Iraq. And after that, they try to ceremony for the people who killed. And then Islam become more powerful. They can make it's funny, always I said, we also have a carnival, but the carnival for crying. You should wear black clothes, go to the street and crying.
What's that called?
For Ashura Tasua, for Imam Hussein, for Imam Ali, for Muhammad. We have a 12 Imam, which all of them killed of the family, their children, their wife. But then of someone who same as Muhammad have 1,000 wives, and Aisha, this, Khadija. We have always ceremony for the crying.
Okay.
That's why everything is black.
So there's no chance for a happy moment.
Yeah, the happy moment is at it's December, November. In Persian is 22 Bahman. When the Khomeini come Iran, they make a face because of the hell is gone and the angels come to Iran.
Khomeini goes where?
Khomeini, he lives in France. He was so chic. When the revolution happened, he comes Iran and he poop in Iran. The day from the Khomeini, when he come to Iran, that's a ceremony phase. You can do everything. You can dance in the street. You can take out.
Have that annual celebration.
Yeah. Oh. And also from the Muhammad birthday. The Ali birthday, they mix with the Islam always. But before revolution, we had a Ahura Mazda Day. We had a Sepandar Mazda, that the old culture of Iran, from the
Zoroastrian.
Yeah, exactly. We have a Mehregan for the summer phase, winter phase, spring phase. But now they change it with the Islam. The Imam birthday, the Imam die, What about our culture? 2,500 this culture, you forget it?
Who will celebrate this culture? Like all of them are Muslims, then how come Ahura Mazda can be celebrated?
There is still in Yazd in Iran. There also many Indian people, they live in Yazd. They believe Zarathusht. And then they still follow the Ahura Mazda.
Okay.
Even now. But still, the government try to kill them, try to say, you're haram, they try. We have a Darwish. The government try to do like this.
What about the Sunnis? Because Iran is prominently Shia.
We also have a Sunni in the Kurdistan. We have two Kurdish, Iraq Kurdish, Turkey Kurdish, and Iran Kurdish. Most of the Kurdish people, they are Sunni. And government, they never support them. Even in the 8 years war, they were in a war. They never helped them. And so many Kurdish people killed because they say, you're a Sunni. Also, we have in Balochistan. Balochistan is next to Pakistan. They also Sunni. They also so many. And if you go Iran, you can see Tehran is so modern. There's everything fine. The city. But if you see the Sunni cities, they never care. They never care. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, when you want to go university, they must be see what is your religion. If you are Christian, if you are Sunni, you are in the second level. They search if they found someone else, Muslim, Shia, yeah, and then maybe you. No, there is a still.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is that the reason when Raisi got killed? People were all over
The
celebrating.
beer kill, eat rice, barbecue. No. There was a
Did
scenario.
you celebrate Raisi's death?
Of course, helicopter, we dance helicopter. Yeah, whole of Iran, they celebrate, but the government was so angry, and they say if they see in social media, the people say helicopter, they talk about the Raisi, beer, jungle, they must go to prison. That is so funny. No, I'm not sure. They even kill Raisi. Of course, Raisi was expired for them. I'm sure, but no, because we have lots of problem with the helicopter. We have lots of problem with the computer. We have nothing. That's why it's normal.
Not under our control.
Yeah, exactly. But if they say because I heard many times they said what happened to Trump. He was in a speech, someone because they said it's come from Iran. No, it's never happened because Iran's government, they can't just kill their people. They have no power to kill someone else out of Iran.
But what about the IRGC?
IRGC terrorist.
Yeah, so
IRGC terrorist.
what I heard about this assassination attempt on Trump is that person who was hired to assassinate Trump was having some sort of association with this IRGC.
There is a lots of Iranian people. They are from IRGC. I heard in the news in England 2 days ago, 3 days ago, the police find 5 IRGC. They try to make something with the bomb or something terrorist. There was 5 Iranian people. Yes, they have. You know why? Because of the government, their children, they live abroad. They never live in Iran. They have nothing. They have lots of money from government.
So they just leave the
They
country.
live abroad, and they are talk about Iran is nice, the government amazing, we are so good, and also they continue to do touristy things, That's why yes, they live abroad.
They just transform into the facilitators of
Yeah.
this terror. Okay.
That also happened in Harlem, the city next to me. 4 or 5 years ago, there was some from IRGC. They wanted to kill some Iranian from the politic, but he couldn't kill. But
Masih Ali Najadi.
Yeah.
So there was an incident when she was chased onto her apartment where someone tried to kill her.
Yeah.
So and it was supposedly by IRGC or
Yeah. That was.
So in just like that, was there any attempt to trace you and do something on you?
In Iran, when I was in
Not
Iran.
in Iran, in Netherlands.
No, not happened. But after demonstration, in that moment, every day I was in a demonstration, and then the day I was on the top of the car with another Iranian girl, she was topless. That's become in Iran, in social media, even in the news of television.
You did hear?
In Iran. And then my relative, they send me, someone, they found you, this is dangerous, how could you? I got lots of negative energy. I say, okay, relax. But in here, no. In here, no, and I'm happy.
So, with all these negative and your bad experiences, you were still fighting
Yeah, of course.
in the front
As I
line.
can, yeah, as I can, yeah. Still, I never give up. Today I was in a therapy, and I told to my
What's
doctor.
the source of your bravery or this kind of activism that you show? It's not just about you. When we look at the people of Iran in general, we see a lot of women coming out like Masamini, not Masamini, Mariam Namazi,
Yeah.
Masih Ali Najati,
Yeah.
and many other people, and even you.
Because we feel that with our blood. We was there. We know how it's going in Iran. 1,000 times, if I talk about Iran, how it's happened, the people who live there, they know what happened. That's why Maryam Namazi or many people, they come out of Iran, they try to talk about that. Because always the IRGC, they say, Iran is so nice. There is freedom for the woman. You can do anything. You can... they show another face, but what is the reality? They never say 1,500 people killed because they wanted to say, no, we didn't kill Mahsa Amini. This is so stupid, And it happened every year, not just Mahsa Amini. Before Mahsa Amini also happened.
But there's also another reason. The problem is for the women, not for the man.
Yeah, of course.
That's also one reason.
Yeah, of course.
So for a man, if he has to come forward and to be a part of this protest, then mostly it's like he is supporting a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Mostly in that way.
Exactly. And they want to say we support the woman. Yeah, actually, Iran is paradise for the men, Muslim men.
Paradise.
You can have many wife. You can do what you want. You can rape someone in the street. Allahu Akbar, it's halal.
and I'm so curious to know about that temporary marriage.
Which is too much in Iran.
Yeah, which is part of this Shia culture.
Yeah.
So we call it as the muta, we call it.
We call sikhe.
Sikhe.
Yeah.
It's Islamic.
Yeah, it's Islamic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how this regime is supporting that?
Of course. Because after revolution, before revolution, there was a special people for the same as a red light street, walking street. But after revolution, they change it. They make it in Islamic. They say in the mosque, the place for the Sire. Yeah, the people can go have so easily pay $1 to have a Sire, of pay $1,000 to have a Sire, and it's...
So it became cheaper.
Yeah, it depends how many hours you wanted. And does she nice? Does she virgin? Or there is so many options.
So for a game, for a man, Islamic regime is something good for them because it made even sex cheaper.
My ex-husband, a father-in-law, once he came to my house and he showed me his new girlfriend. And I said, Babajan, what happened? But why you told me? I said, Sawana, I want to share with you my new girlfriend. I have a sister. And I said, Baba, she's even younger than me. How it's possible? I said, no, it's good. And I thought, does your wife know? Yes, of course she knows that.
Okay.
Some women also accept that. Because...
It's part of Islam.
It's part of Islam. And if she go to police station, if she go to the court and say, my husband have a sire, my husband have a girlfriend, this is Islam.
So what?
Exactly what I did in the court. I told to the judge, this is funny. I want to tell you, it's one story. When I decided to divorce, I back to my family house and my mom house, and then my ex-husband, he went to the court and he said, my wife, she not obey my rules. She don't want to have a sex with me and this and this and this. And I got the paper from the judge, nasheze.
Means?
ناشزه, that means the woman,
Important.
she not important. She in Netherlands we call eigenwijze. She's selfish. She's selfish. She must be punished.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got the punish. 18 this from
Lashes.
the yeah. Because I did not obey my ex-husband. And I told to the judge, he was mullah, with the beard and so fat. And I told him, why you say I'm not Shazam? Why you say that? And he was busy with drinking coffee, and he said, you must be calm, and I have a sex with you. Then I told you how is the sex. You must be over. And my lawyer next to me, and I look at the lawyer, and I shout him, what he said, a stupid man. And she tried to do like this, she didn't want to. I shout, and I said, Salman, we have no power. When the judge said like this, you can do nothing. And I was shocked. And also, when I was in process of the divorce, because my divorce, that takes more than around 3 years. And I had 3 lawyers, Whole of the court in Iran, I was in many court. Every week I was in court. Once one of the judge, he told me, if you divorce, come to me. I'm good man. I give you money. I said, thank you very much. That also happened with lawyer. When I divorced, all my lawyer called me, Salman, where are you? We have Sikha Palau. I said, what do you think? What do you think? If someone divorces you, that means she's ready for sex, for the Sikha,
So they are all calling for this muta.
Islam. Yeah, muta or Sikha, it's the same. And it's based off the Islam, it's the rules, and they can't, why not? They try to knock the door, which door can be open. Yeah.
I think this is the most authentic ex-Muslim elaboration on the ways how Islam is in a real Islamic country.
Yeah.
I don't think I have listened to something like this before. Though we had a few videos made together. This is something so unique and so different.
Yeah.
More in detail. And you are so expressive, so it's easy.
I don't forget, I come just from the therapy.
Yeah.
But also, the last thing I want to tell you, I'm so happy no one could, I want to say, no one can disappear, destroyed Islam as regime. This regime, he did so perfect. The people, it's forbidden to say, I have no God. It's forbidden because it's dangerous for their life. But when you talk, friend 2 by 2, then it's like everybody atheist. They don't believe, not God, none of them religion, Someone say, I believe the Christian or Buddha or something else. They are non-religion. They don't believe God. And I said, good, Islam, IRGs, they're so clever. They destroyed Islam. It looked like a tree. They try to kill themselves. They did. So they are so successful.
I also heard a few reports like Christianity is rising again in Iran.
Yeah.
More people are converting to Christianity and all. So, do you have any idea on that?
It's forbidden when you become out of the Islam. There's proof.
Killing the apostate, it's there.
Yeah, but they have a private church. I know some people, and they try to hide themselves. No one know that they have a.
So it's rising.
Yeah. For the Armenia, because also we have lots of Armenia. They are old generation. It's okay. But if the Muslim change the religion, and if the government, even they don't trust the neighborhood, they just go so hide themselves to go to the church, a house church, stay still. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we had a very good tea time. We
Yeah.
just turned our
Oh, yeah, tea
into
time.
a good podcast.
Yeah.
So, 1 second. So I think this is something so good.
Yeah, it was nice.
So we had a very good tea time.
Yes.
I think I think we can upload this on our channel, right?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So the tea was good.
And saffron,
Saffron tea.
Iranian tea.
saffron.
Yeah.
Okay, so you listen to Samane Khani. She lives in Amsterdam, and I'm at her home now. So we know her through AAI,
Yeah.
Atheist Alliance International, and even before that, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Through, I don't know, I don't remember exactly how I came in touch with
Yeah,
her.
you had an interview with me 4 years ago.
4 years ago,
Yeah,
yeah.
before AI, yeah. I don't know for how, but yeah.
In fact, I just forgot
Yeah,
how we
now
came
we
in
are
touch.
too
Yeah.
old, you know.
We are aging together.
Yeah.
So anyway, so from that time onwards, we are in touch. And later on, you came into AI, I think.
Yeah,
That's how
exactly.
I think.
Yeah.
I think Tonoy introduced you to me. Tonoy.
Tonoy or Martin, who live in Australia?
I'll recollect. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm
Anyway,
also, yeah.
good to know you.
Yeah.
Because, this is something very useful. People always ask, like, you are an ex-Muslim. You are criticizing Islam, and you say that Islam is so violent, and
Yeah.
still you are alive.
Yeah,
That's what people say us to in India, and we used to tell them
Yeah.
we are alive not because of the mercy of Islam,
No.
because we live in India.
Yeah, exactly.
And what happens to a person if he is an ex-Muslim and living in an Islamic regime is the
Yeah.
person sitting here, especially if that is a woman.
Yes.
That is the example, real life example. So don't ever say that same lame reasoning that I am alive because I'm in India, not because of any of the mercy that is you attribute to Islam. There's nothing existent like that. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
दिन दिन हूँ अकबर दिन का 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 हूँ अकबर अशहदु अन ला इलाहा इल्ला दिन का अशहदु अन ला इलाहा इल्ला दिन का अशहदु अन्ना मितुम या रसूलु दिन का अशहदु अन्ना मितुम या रसूलु दिन का हैया अला फ्री थिंकिंग हैया अला फ्री थिंकिंग Hayya ala scientific temple. Hayya ala scientific temple. Dinka hu akbar, dinka hu akbar. La ilaha illa dinka. Dinka hu akbar. Dinka hu akbar. Ashhadu an
നമ്മളെ വീഡിയോ കണ്ടുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ആളുകൾ ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് ചെയ്ത് നമ്മളെ സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. മറ്റു രീതിയിൽ സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്ന ആളുകൾക്ക് അതിൻ്റെ ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്ഷനിലുണ്ട്. നിങ്ങളുടെ ഓരോ ലൈക്കും ഷെയറും അതുപോലെ കമൻ്റ് ഇടുന്നതും ഇതിൽ ഈ വീഡിയോ അതിൻ്റെ താഴെ വരുന്ന കമൻറ്റുകൾക്ക് നിങ്ങൾ പ്രതികരിക്കുന്നതെല്ലാം തന്നെ വീഡിയോയുടെ റീച്ച് കൂടുന്നതിന് വലിയ തോതിൽ ഉപകാരപ്പെടുന്ന സംഗതിയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ട് അതിൽ നിങ്ങൾ ഏർപ്പെടണം എന്നും കൂടി ഞാൻ അഭ്യർത്ഥിക്കുകയാണ്. മറ്റുള്ള രീതിയിലുള്ള സപ്പോർട്ട് തുടർന്നും നിങ്ങളുടെ ഭാഗത്തുനിന്നുണ്ടാവും എന്ന് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നു.